Good day, friends. I hope you're doing really well. This is Tracy Brown, and my team and I provide trauma-informed nutrition counseling for full recovery to stick. So in today's video, I think that has this theme of this video might give a little indication to why sometimes when we know what we need to do, or we're actually even taking in some good and some things are going okay, why I feel like there's some part of us that's like, it's almost like there's only so much good we can handle. Or maybe the good feels like a threat. And this is what today's video is about. So if you're not really sure what I'm talking about, let me just give you some examples and then see how that lands for you. And if it's feeling pretty, oh, okay, that makes sense, then we can talk about in the next video, like what are some things we can do about it. All right. So for those of us that really struggle with this idea of nourishment and nurturance, usually like our brains know as adults that, like, you know, we all deserve care and that care is not a bad thing, and care doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you needy, but you might have experiences where it feels that way to you, maybe in the past. And we call that a nourishment barrier, where it's like, you know, some stuff, again, as an adult or maybe even a young adult or later teen, that like it's normal to want people to see and to hear us. It's normal to like have other people attuned to us, and when you feel like they really get you or get what you need to offer support or care or feedback, well, you know, what you need. It's normal to give and receive those kind of things. But if you have found that in your past, it could be way back from the beginning, it could be 5 years ago, 1 year ago, 5 minutes ago, is that if it feels like that the source of care might either let you down, hurt you, not be reliable or consistent, maybe you're the source of that now, is it makes us really kind of self-reliant. So we get kind of disembodied, where it's like, yeah, I'm hungry, but I can push that off. Or like, oh, well, maybe I don't need to do that part of recovery. Or, oh, maybe I don't need to allow that last couple pounds because, you know, I've been getting by without that just fine, thank you. So we're kind of tough, or we're kind of self-reliant, or kind of don't get our needs met unless it's really insisted upon, about, you know, somebody else really insisting on it. Or maybe we feel like we just have to endure like never being satisfied. You know, those are some clues that maybe this is a thing for you. If you're noticing a lot of, I don't like the word self-sabotage. I still think it's a trauma strategy, a defense strategy, but the language the world they'll use self-sabotage. I don't use that word very much, but what it might look like with your food, if it's not exactly with relationships or care, but I bet you it probably is that we might be binging or purging or restricting because we really just don't feel like it's okay to take in what we truly want or need. There's all these conditions, there's all these stipulations, there's all these if that, then this, or if I do this, I have to compensate. I can't keep it. It's like I'll take in some care, but I either can't fully get satisfied, or if I can only let so much in, or again, I can't keep it. And that would look like if you're somebody who eats food and then tries to exercise it off, or compensates by a smaller amount of food or a different food choice later or the next day, or, you know, there's purging going on through, vomiting, mechanical means, pills, exercise, the same kind of stuff. That's what that looks like. So it's also might look like relationally that you can't take a compliment. It's really hard to be introspective. There's a lot of guardedness. Not even, let's say this video right now, if you're feeling like, oh, that's not my problem, I don't want to go there, I don't want to look at that, that would be an example. Vulnerability is a big issue. Just being afraid, like it's almost like I can feel I want that care or that seenness, but if I let that in, or if I let myself have it, or if I let myself be vulnerable, even honest with myself, then something will fall apart, something bad will happen, I'll have to pay for that. So those are all ways in which we actually, it's like that it ends up feeling for some people like that 2 steps forward, 1.5 steps back kind of dance. That's okay. Again, recovery is a process. It's not supposed to be done in, it's not a program, in a certain amount of weeks. It is a process. However, if you notice, like I get this close, like 5 feet from gold, and I stop. I won't let myself have it. That would be an example. All right. So I just want to put this idea out there for you, and if you relate to that. So if you do relate to that, please show up again. Probably in a couple days. I hope you show up every day and connect with your friends here. But I'm going to do an review. Like, what do I do with this if I'm somebody who won't let myself have completion, won't let there be satisfaction, like a satisfaction of an idea, a satisfaction of fully being seen, of my needs fully getting met, of keeping goodness. Like maybe things are going really well in some food relationship and it kind of gets blown up. Well, let's be curious about that. What inside feels like satisfaction is a threat. And I'm going to give you one clue before I hop off here, is that oftentimes we feel like if we get satisfied, who will we be? What will we do if you have this space, if you have this freedom? And I want to remind you all something, that always having a struggle with food is not an identity. It's something we do because there's a false sense of safety about it, but clearly it's a kind of comfort that also has a lot of pricklies attached, right? So I want to help you all remove the pricklies and be able to settle in to that nourishment and care with good discernment is not a threat. All right, thank you so much, and I'll talk to you all in the next video. Bye for now.